welcome. If you're online, say hi. I'm online. Yeah, let me know if you are online already. So, from the title of this live, you already know what I want to talk about. Guys, pardon me, I'm doing this live now because my baby is sleeping now, and I think this is the perfect time I have to do this live. Okay, so if you're still online, if you're still awake, please come on in and join. Yep. Hi. So, nothing prepares you for the shock that you would have for going into a hospital with your baby warm, with your baby inside of you, and coming out empty handed. You will feel like your body has failed you. Like, I'm talking about my own experience. So, I've had two pregnancies with one baby, and I'm sharing how it all happened. I'll start my first pregnancy. During my first pregnancy, I was still in school. I got pregnant in school. I'm married though. Got pregnant in school. I was already in my final. So the plan of giving birth in school was not there. So at 8 months, I took permission from my supervisor and I left school. I didn't defend my project. I didn't do my external defense. I took permission from him and I went back home to go deliver. Mind you that I've been going for antenatal in my school hospital, in the teaching hospital in my school. So that's where I've been going to. So reaching home at 8 months, I had to go register in a close by maternity house. That's, as a first timer now, no experience, plus it's a new environment after I got married. So some people advise I go to the place I went to. So I went there and it was a midwife. Is it my midwife? What they used to call it? Maternity home. That's what it is. It's not like a hospital, sha. So it was an elderly woman that runs the place. So I registered and we've been going for checkup. She told me that my due date is so and so time. Meanwhile, from the scan is on the 25th of May, 2023. That was in 2023. That is my EDD. So I've been hoping and trusting God that I was going to deliver on my EDD or even before. But I noticed that 1 week to that date, I started having some kind of discharge on my body. I didn't know what that was, and I didn't tell anybody. It was not coming out as they said it should come out, like from the antenatal classes I've attended. It's not coming out like the show. So I just locked up. Went to the woman to check me. That was on the third day of the EDD on the 25th of May. So I went there and she checked me. She was like, this is enable that I'm 6 cm dilated already. I was like, wow, 6 cm. I saw it be just like that. So I was hoping that everything was going to go smooth, everything was going to go fine. I was like, that's what the thing be. You know how though? Because I wasn't feeling too much pains. There was no much contraction. I was one that took myself there. I went there with my legs, like, and I saw the thing easy. So I went there. If you're just joining, welcome. So I went there and she said I was 6 cm dilated. I should go back home and go and get my bag. This was around 5 p.m. or so. So that I should go back, eat, and prepare and come back. So that's like 8 p.m. at night. I came back with my husband and she said, immediately I came, she said, madam, go and lie down or go to the bed, go and lie down. She just go and lie down that I'm already ready. See me now, I was happy that I didn't know hard now. I was like, so now so people the thing easy, people can't say pregnancy hard. But little did I know that the worst is waiting for me. Guys, in anything you do, in everything you do, try to go to a good hospital. Try to trust your instincts. Try to go with people that are experienced, because it was just me and my husband. My husband doesn't know anything, neither do I know anything. And we wanted to shock and surprise our family. Like, I didn't tell my mom I was in labor. Lisa didn't tell his mom that I was in labor. We're like, okay, when maybe it's out, we'll let them know. Like, we want to shock them, but it shocked us. So when I laid down, she was like that she's going to give me hot drip. I didn't know why I didn't tell anybody or call anybody to ask if it was right. She gave me the first hot drip. Guys, the pain, the contraction I was not feeling started coming immediately back to back. So much pain. My baby was kicking. I was feeling very the activeness of the boy, because it was a baby boy. I was feeling the activeness of the baby inside of me. So I was like, this thing is very painful. I was even throwing up, like all the pains that I was not feeling. I started feeling it immediately. So I was like, okay, let me just endure. Before you know, she'll come and chook her hand and check. That choking of hand is very painful. So at some point, I started telling her that, Madam, I'm not feeling the kick again because I finished the first drip around 12:01 in the midnight because when they at 8 p.m. So these are like 12 to 1 in the morning, early in the morning. So I was like, I'm not feeling the strong kicks again. Oh. She was like, Ameria, because it's in the north in Plateau State. She said that Ameria is because you are scared. It's the first time. That's why at some point she can't even para for me. Oh. She was like, that all these first timers, we know they won't calm down. We dey show ourselves. Because I was asking her, how many centimeter am I? How many centimeter dilated am I? She was like, I won't do say me, I sabi, I walk past her. So I can't keep quiet. When she check. I was like, Madam, I'm not feeling this baby kicking again. She brought that thing that they use, what's it called? This thing that they used to use and manually check the baby heartbeat. She checked, she was like, and the baby is still breathing, and that is me that I'm too scared. I'm too scared. Mind you, this woman, we did not do any form of scan. So I was just there, and one man came. It was as if that man was an angel. He came, he told my husband, okay, if your wife no born till morning, carry her go, may they go do her CS soon. I didn't mention that throughout the pregnancy, the thought of cesarean section was not in my head. I was never at the point where I would say, if normal delivery no work, I go enter theater. I just I was just very positive that it was going to end vaginally. Plus, the hospital where I was going was a teaching hospital, and they've told me that I was going to give birth myself because they said my pelvis is adequate, that everything is fine, that I have the height, my waist, my hips is, now that my hips is high, blah blah blah. That they even checked that they said that the pelvic bone is like this, that everything is okay, that I shouldn't be worried about giving birth myself. So from the day one, I already have this mindset that so you're going to give birth on your own. Nothing like CS. If I even hear CS, I will do go forbid, Holy Ghost fire. So when the man said that, and I was like, go forbid. So when she checked me that morning again, it was now 8 c.m. Guys, it was that 8 c.m. that it stopped and it didn't progress. If you're coming, if you're just joining, thank you for joining. Please stay, watch, join me. Let's have this conversation together. I've gotten over it as I'm talking about it because it wasn't easy. So I'm just here to share my story with you guys because 3 minute video cannot do this for me. So when he said that if he gets to morning and I did not give birth, that my husband should take me to another hospital. I started rebooking him. I said, God forbid me that is already 8 centimeter dilated. Because at that point she came and checked. She said I was already 8 cm dilated. I was like, thank God we're making progress because I know that they said that when I get to 10 centimeter that I can deliver. It was at that 8 centimeter that the thing stopped. I finished the second hot drip. For mothers that have experienced childbirth and was giving hot drip, you can relate to the pain that comes with this drip. Like, I started vomiting. Everything they gave me pap, I vomited. They gave me fruits, I vomited. I had no single strength in me. So it was now morning, going to afternoon, it was going to 2 p.m. My husband was like, this thing is not progressing. And this woman kept giving us assurance that I was going to deliver. That's the most painful part. Before you know, she'll come and chook her hand. Before you know, she'll come and chook her hand. She's like, that everything is still okay, that is fear, that my mind is, that I'm tense. There's a way she spoke it in Hausa. I cannot speak it. If not, I would have I've just spoke it in Hausa so you understand her tone. At some point, she left me there in the ward. She was like, that me, I too dey fear, I too dey fear. I dey tell you, say, I know they feel my pikin. Somebody that is in labor, active labor for that matter, you say I dey fear. Me sef, I got annoyed. At some point, I was now begging her. I was kneeling down, I was like, Madam, please come and check me. Madam, please come and check me. So when my husband was not comfortable with the whole situation, we now had to go to a different hospital. When we went there, immediately they took me to the scan room. They did scan and they discovered that the baby was that the heartbeat, what's it called now? The heartbeat was already dropping. This was a heartbeat that was about 140 beats per minute. That's BMP. I don't know. The beats, the heartbeat was still normal. But when they checked that during the scan, the heartbeat was already dropping. So now they said since I was already 2 cm dilated, that they should induce me with tablets to see if I can still deliver the baby. But that time, all my bones, all my joints, I was already weak. It was not me. At that point, I was like, are you sure I can make it? I was already scared. I don't know if I can come out of it alive. So the doctor was like, that I should be fast. They inserted the one they inserted. It failed. It didn't work. They inserted the second one. I was now sleeping. Like, I just want the pain to leave me. That was when they said that they are going to do a cesarean section. But before the cesarean section, they went for another scan. And at that point, my baby is no longer breathing. And the sonographer stupidly told me that, Madam, you're picking no D. Like, I don't want to use the word, that my baby is dead. Somebody in pain. That was when my pain started like that. That's when another pain, fresh pain started. I started crying. And I've not dropped. I've not delivered. I still had the baby inside of me. You're telling me that the baby is no longer breathing. So they had to call. The surgeon was not around. They called and I had to undergo a cesarean section, an emergency cesarean section. When they said I was going to go for a CS, as for someone that, sorry guys, as for someone that was scared of cesarean section, I will not lie to you, I never thought of having a cesarean section. You know, there are some people when they are pregnant, they'll be indifferent about the method of delivery. They only just want mother alive, baby alive. But in my own case, because of the assurance I've gotten from the hospital where I was having my antenatal, plus they said I'm tall, that the pelvis is okay, everything is okay, that I was going to give birth. I just positioned my mind that I was going to give birth. So I was scared of cesarean section. I was so scared of it. So when the doctor saw the fear in me, he said I should pray before we go into the theater. I was like, how can I pray? I don't want to be sectioned. What can they do to remove the baby? They were like, that's the only thing that they can do. The painful part is that they're bringing out a dead baby. If this baby was going to be alive, I wouldn't have had a problem. So they gave me anesthesia. Guys, I did not sleep, it did not work. When they gave me the first cuts, I felt every single pain. The only difference was that I couldn't move my legs, but I felt every single pain. I don't know if that's how CS is supposed to be, or if the anesthesia that was given to was not strong enough, or it's not working. But I felt every single pain. I knew when I was cut. I knew when the baby came or when they brought out the baby. I heard when my husband was crying, everybody was just crying, people that were around me in the theater, because we had to now call the boss when it got bad. That's how they brought out my baby, and the baby's skin was already peeling. And the doctor said that it was as a result of the hot drip. That drip was too much. That as a first timer, not even as a first timer, that I'm not supposed to finish one hot drip. That the hot drip is just to help push out the baby when you are very close to delivery. But what did I know? Novice like me, little did I know that this one was just killing me. And she was there telling me that it's because I'm scared, it's because I'm scared. I mean, it's because you're scared. I was telling her that I wasn't feeling the contraction, I wasn't feeling the pain. This woman kept telling me that it was because I'm scared. At some point, she even had to leave me. I was like, what is all of this? I just wanted to be fine. So I was trying to cooperate with her. Even when I wanted to shout, I'll be like, okay, let me not shout. Let this woman come and do her thing. She was just shaking her hand inside of me up and down, not knowing that all those times that I wasn't feeling the kick anymore, the baby was already getting weak. And my bump was very big. As at the last time I did the scan, I was closer to 4.0. So ideally, it was after the event, after the whole thing, that they were now saying that for that size of baby, that they shouldn't have allowed me go through the normal delivery as a first timer because my pelvis is not opened. So that was how I was sectioned to bring out a baby that was not alive, a baby that I've bonded with. I cannot peacefully post my sign out pictures or video because I was pregnant and the baby was no longer alive. Like, I don't have a baby. Now, my graduation is not something I want to celebrate. My passing out of the university is not something I want to celebrate because I was pregnant for a baby that I didn't get to meet. The baby was buried immediately they left the hospital. I didn't even get to see him because I was still in the recovery ward. Then after the whole thing, I was running short of blood. My sister had to travel all the way from Abuja to come and give me blood because my husband was not even fit to donate blood for me. My PCV was 25% for someone that had a cesarean section. And the hospital close by, I was just hearing baby cry. Guys, I don't know. I'm not crying now because I've gotten over it. But then it wasn't funny. After waiting for 2 years before I got pregnant, when I got married, I didn't get pregnant immediately. I had two miscarriages before this pregnancy that led to a stillbirth. So at that point, that was the only thing that was just coming through my head. And the stupid people around me, they were now even whining me. They were playing with my head, my emotions. One of them told me that the baby is alive, that the baby is in the house, that they're trying to clean the baby. So even after being told that my baby was no longer alive, I was still hoping that it was a lie. For like 2 days, they were checking me that they took the baby, that the baby is in the ICU, Guinea, Guinea. The trauma was not easy. And it was not as if everybody around me that period was not giving birth. So after the whole recovery thing, they stitched me, and the method of their CS is the one that they will lose. They will have to go and loosen the stitches. So I went back after 1 week to go and loosen the stitch. That was like another fresh pain. I started taking drugs. I couldn't go to toilet. I couldn't cough. I couldn't smile. I couldn't even cry. I couldn't grieve in peace. If I'm crying, I'll be having pains. If I'm trying to laugh, like when some people come to cheer me up, I can't even follow them and smile because I'm in pains. Not just pain of losing a baby, pain of recovering from a cesarean section, something that I have feared all my life. If I'd if I'd positioned myself that I would have a reason to have a cesarean section, maybe the pain wouldn't have been much. But I was healing from something I feared the most. So when some people came to greet me, they were like, "Hey, that is normal. That most people their first video used to stay, and all of that." I was like, "Why me?" So that period, almost everybody around me were not giving birth. They were not giving birth to baby boys. I had to go and greet them. If I just go to greet anybody that have a baby, if I just say it's a baby boy, I'll just start crying because the picture of all the pains I've gone through, my final year with pregnancy, breeding with pregnancy, delivering, and then having to go through a cesarean section for a baby that I didn't get to see, would just flash my face. So fast forward to the next pregnancy, because of this previous cesarean section, I was told to wait for 2 years. But how can I wait for 2 years when I gave birth and the baby was not alive? And I just needed something to, because the encouragement was not even helping me. The sorry was not doing anything. In my head, I just wanted to have a baby so that the pain of the one I've lost would just go. So they said I was supposed to wait for 2 years, but I couldn't wait for 2 years. God helped me. And exactly at 1 year, immediately, exactly 1 year of my cesarean section, of the previous cesarean section I had, I took in. I went for camp, I went for service, and I was scared. Like from the beginning of from the day I found out I was pregnant, fear just came in. Fear of the unknown. This from this for someone that had a miscarriage before a stillbirth. So this pregnancy was now an issue of concern. I was no longer happy that I was pregnant. I was just concerned. I couldn't eat well. I couldn't sleep well. I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. I didn't enjoy the pregnancy at all. Unlike the first one, I was living my life, eating what I wanted to eat, like eating healthy. But this one, I was conscious of everything I was eating, everything I was doing. If I sleep like this and I feel any pain, I was like, Biko kwano, bakwano muka, obron don suka. Ah, God, 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 ah, good. Wow. So I was being too careful with the pregnancy, and God just helped me, Sha. I held God. I trusted God through the process. So I was to deliver February 28th, and because of the fear of the unknown, I will not lie, I was scared throughout the pregnancy. I was like, what if what has happened before happen again? What if anything goes wrong? And my tummy is still big. So, and I have been trusting God that I will not go through a cesarean section. Up to now, I'm still scared of CS. It's not like it's bad though. After I've undergone CS, but the fact that I felt every single pain during my first cesarean section, is this something I want to do again? So I don't know if that's how normal cesarean section should be, but my experience was not a good one at all. So during this pregnancy, I was now trusting God for a VBAC, for a vaginal birth after a cesarean section. I've heard that it's not possible within 1 year, that you're supposed to wait for at least 1 year, 6 months, or 2 years for you to conceive. And me, I'm conceiving exactly 1 year of the CS, meaning Before I'll deliver, I'll not be up to 2 years after the previous cesarean section. So registering in the hospital, they said, Madam, just put your mind for CS, just put your mind for CS, just put your mind for CS. I was like, Jesus, oh, wamu, I can't see J. So fast forward to my month of delivery, I was to deliver February 28th, as according to the scan. I was now hoping that I don't get to that point. So during my last antenatal visit, the doctor said that I had to go and register in a private hospital this time because the incident I had before was in a public, in a maternity ward, maternity house. So I went to private hospital this time around, and the doctor said I should come the next week for checkup. It was not that next week that I went. That day was my NYC monthly clearance. I went for my clearance. After my clearance, I went straight to the hospital, and I went for checkup. Immediately they saw me, they said I should go and lie down. I lie down, and the nurse, the doctor rather, sorry, the doctor checked me, and he was like, Madam, you are 2 cm dilated. I was like, wow, okay, I'm 2 cm dilated. So what should I do? He said I should call, they should bring my bag, that they will not allow me to go back. So he now handed me over to one winch of a nurse. The lady saw me, hey, madam, this your tummy is big, oh, it's here, so oh, doctor no na theater kita. Oh, just go and call your husband, keep by theater. I was like, Madam, that's what you do, just like that. I should just go to the theater like that without even examining me. She was like, this your tummy is big. She opened my folder, she checked, she was like, I've even had the previous exam section. That automatically now when I quite fair now shift here and end this so time. Because it was in the afternoon. She said our shift was going to end by 12, that I should enter the theater. I called my husband. She even called my husband with my from my folder. She collected my husband's number. I was calling him that she's going to sign the consent form for him since he's not around. Because I went for like my normal antenatal, so I didn't go prepared. I didn't know I was going to deliver that day, so I didn't go with my bag. I didn't go with anybody. So she called him. She was like, that this thing not quite a matter of now, that she's going to sign the consent form on his behalf. That I need to be sectioned for someone that is just coming to the hospital. See how devil they work. For someone that is just coming to the hospital to see him dilated, what are you sectioning me for? So because of my past experience and the fear that I had already, I was like, no, I want to see the doctor. She said, doctor for what? That she's telling me that I need to go to the theater. That somebody that has a case like mine is in the theater, that they are sectioning her now. That I'll be the next person. That's how I left. I left the hospital. I was like, no, this cannot happen again. My husband already gave in. He was like, he just wants his baby alive and me fine. I even called my mommy. My mom. I was looking for support, somebody that would just support me, stand with me. My mom was like, Joy, please bring out this baby in peace. Any method they want to use is not her concern. That I should bring out this baby for her in peace, her grandchild. I was like, wow. So it's just me against all of them. But God helped me. I insisted on seeing the owner of the hospital. I told him that I want to try a VBAC, that I'm trusting God for a VBAC, and I cannot just give in for a cesarean section just like that. So he saw that my faith was strong. He saw that I was determined, and he prayed with me. That was the luck I had. The man is a believer. Because if he had said it was CS that point, guys would have been CS. So he prayed with me and he said, okay, that he would just allow me labor. They didn't give me anything to numb the pain. They didn't give me anything to hasten the labor, that I should just, be walking around and let's see how it progresses. From 12 to 6, nothing has happened. I went back to check. Still 2 cm. I was already dripping water. The doctor was like, this thing is not good at all. It is not a good one, that I'm already losing the liquid. The water did not break to show that the membrane has ruptured and the womb is ready to, open up. It's just dripping, it's just leaking bit by bit, no blood, nothing. I'm just seeing clear liquid going out of me. He was like, this thing is not a good sign at all, that I should just opt for this CS. I was like, no, let's keep doing that. I was like, let them just be checking me. Let me be sure that the baby is okay. So 6 p.m. passed, nothing has happened. I've climbed step up and down, nothing is happening. I went to go and eat. I ate like 2 wraps of fufu. Let me see strength. Because it was only me. My husband had not come back to the hospital because, like I told you guys, I didn't know I was going to give birth that day. So he was still in the shop. I went alone. So it was like, say 9 p.m. I went back to the man. I was like, please check me. He checked me. He was like, you're still 2 cm dilated. I was like, no, devil, you're a liar. Not this time again. So he now helped me. He said he prayed with me again. And he said that after now that I'm going to labor actively. He inserted something like I think that is to aid the labor. He break the drug. I was supposed to take one for one, but because I have a scar, I was not allowed to take any drugs or anything that could hasten the labor. They said that they are going to allow me go through the labor process naturally. So after he inserted it, after some minutes, I started feeling, the urge to pee and all of that. The labor now started intensively. Guys, they've been telling me make I remove my clothes, oh, but I know gree. I've been still they form. They do big gear. When I remove my clothes, nobody tell me. If you know where all this man they stay for hospital, I ran naked. I was like, please, people should help me. At that point, somehow, I mean, sometime in the whole labor thing, I was now calling the nurses, please see yes. The pain was unbearable, and we were not opportune to do another scan. The doctor did not do another scan that time I went to the hospital. We are working with the previous scan I've had, which is like a week ago. And that's a week ago, the scan was saying that the baby is weighing 3 points, I think 3.2, just still within the normal range. Not knowing that as at 1 week after, a baby is already weighing over 4 points. So because we were not scanned, they did not give me epistomy. Epistomy, that they used to call it, they did not tear me. So if they had tear me, they would have teared me well, let's say like this, they would have told me, is it vertical now or horizontal? They would have told me in a nice way that they will gently bring out the baby, I'll be fine, and the baby will be fine. But because we were not aware rather that the baby is coming out big. So they didn't tell me, they were like, they are going to receive the baby from the birth canal just as it should. When the baby head was now coming out, I was already sleeping. God, devil really can't work for my matter, but God over everything. So the nurse is saying that I was already getting tired and I was already feeling sleepy. I was already sleeping. She had to call another nurse. That was how the second nurse started pressing my tummy. Like they were not depending on me now to push. She was now pressing my tummy for the baby to come out. God so kind, baby head has come out. It was now time for the shoulder to come out. That was when they found out that this baby is bigger than what they thought it was. The shoulder couldn't come out. They were now dragging God. Oh my God. Whew. They were now trying to drag the baby out. If you see the way I had tear, but they brought out the baby. They couldn't even put the baby on me because I was already shivering. The kind of cold, I didn't know where this cold was coming from. All my body was shaking. I wanted to sleep. The baby was crying. She didn't even cry immediately. They had to beat her for some time because they said she was already getting tired. That the water has, like, all the water has gone out even before I got to the second stage of labor. So after cleaning her up, I started hearing her cry. It is now time for me to deliver placenta. See fever from nowhere. All my body was just shaking. I was like, not again, not again. I cannot have any complication. I was scared of complication. I was scared if anything had gone wrong. Because when they were trying to bring out the baby, I don't know if they forgot, they were pressing the tummy so much that there was so much pressure on my scar. I was even feeling the pain. That was one of the reasons why I couldn't even push again, because as I was pushing, I was having pain around my lower abdomen. That's very close to my scar, the previous cesarean section site. So it all ended in praise. Let me just cut it short. It ended in praise. My 4.2, it was after the delivery, they weighed her and they were like, Madam, your baby is 4.2. I was like, wow, 4.2 after a previous cesarean section came out of me naturally. This can only be God. So I thank God and I gave God thanks actually. I didn't touch the baby because I was still in pain. I was like, wait first. Can somebody shim? So after they cleaned her up, they cleaned me up. We went to the ward. I started bleeding. But God helps. With the help of nurses and doctors, they were able to control it and it was not something difficult. Yeah. We went back home. Everything was fine. Baby had jaundice. We started drying baby under the sun. It was a baby girl. Yeah, it was a baby girl. Even though I really prayed for a boy, for me to, for my baby boy to come back. But I had a girl, and I thank God I had a girl because she came with so much happiness and joy. She brought so much happiness and joy into my life. I'm now twinning with her. Don't worry, be seeing her more on this channel. Yeah, I'll be twinning together. But that is it, guys. I had a successful vaginal delivery after a previous cesarean section when everyone told me that it was not going to be possible because I've had a previous cesarean section. When everyone told me that the baby is too big, that it's still going to be cesarean section and it's going to be cesarean section for the rest of my life. Mind you, I'm not saying that CS is bad. If there's a need for it, please go for it. But there was no need in my own case. I had adequate pelvics. I dilated up to 8 centimeters. It was just devil and his agents that came for the first time. But now I have my bouncy baby girl, strong, healthy, and fine. We are doing well. Glory be to God. So this is me just sharing my story just to encourage anybody out there, a mom, father, anybody, if you're expecting, anyone expecting, someone that has gone through this or that is going through this, that it is very possible. All you need is a positive mindset. As a matter of fact, people around you may not give you that encouragement that you think you need or that you want to hear, but just get encourage yourself. You know what you want, trust God, do what is right, and it's going to come to pass. There was no I didn't do anything special. It was just prayers and my strong faith in God that God is going to help me. So if God did it for me, He's going to do it for you, and it's very very possible. So for every mom out there who have experienced loss in any way, either miscarriage, stillbirth, I see you. God is with you. God is going to come through for you. I know it's not easy. I'm saying this now smiling because I have my bundle of joy, but I must say it is not a good experience. It is not easy. It's not something I wish for my enemy at all, but we cannot question God. We cannot question how nature treats us. And I thank God for it because He opened my eyes. Now, nobody around me can go into labor and have similar case because I would have probably gisted the person. I would have probably told the person what she should or what she should not do. Now I know that before you are administer any drug to me, I'll know what it is you're giving to me. So like he opened my eyes. He opened my eyes, even though my baby boy had to go for it for me to gain the knowledge. But I have the knowledge now, and I know this ugly experience will never happen again. So if you found strength in this video, if this has inspired you, strengthened you, encouraged you in any way, let me know in the comment section. Share this video, just say something nice. Let's know ourselves in the comments. I did this live just to connect with people like myself who was scared of CS, but God came through for them and they overcome it, and today they have their testimony, or people who are trusting God for a testimony like this. So if you're trying to conceive or you're on this journey, please trust God, and I pray this helps encourage you and strengthen you. Okay, it's very late already, and my baby girl is sleeping. So I have to go attend to her. Please, if you're watching this live after now, watch till the end. Support your girl. Drop your comments in the comment section. Ask me any question. I know that as a result of this live, I'm just trying to, summarize the whole story. If you have specific questions as regards my first and second pregnancy, their experiences, the first was a boy, the second is a girl. What's different? There are a lot of things that were different, but it's not something I want to start discussing now. So if you have any specific questions as regard this, let me know in the comment section. I'll answer you, okay? Because I'm here to share my heart. I came here to share my heart with you. So I'm ready to have a proper discussion with you. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for those that say hi. I farted, I see you. Okay. Okay. These are those people that they were just saying hi. Hi to all of you. Sorry I couldn't read these messages as they were coming in. That's because I was trying to, focus on the story and don't waste your time. I'm not a fan of wasting people's time. I want to give value. See my eyes, they are red already, Jesus. I need sleep. Having a baby, motherhood is well. Oh, you go dey cry. You want picking. When picking come, you no go fit sleep. What we thank God is a thing of joy. We give God the glory. We give God the praise. Okay, guys. I don't think anyone is still here. Amanda, I see you. And this other person I do not know. I see you. You farted. Wow, you farted. You wish to fart, my brother, be my sister. Okay, guys, thank you for staying tuned. Let's call it a night. I would like to do this with you more often because I think I like it than that 3 minutes video that you do that you cut and cut and cut and cut. Thank you. My eyes are already red. Like I didn't want to go emotional. I didn't want to get emotional. So I don't want to cry. This is to encourage people. So I'm not supposed to show any form of share any tears. Yeah. Okay. Since no one else is online, I'll just say let's call it a night. So bye bye. Good night.